Hi, and welcome to Ivy League Analytical English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is a two-day article. By the way, it is August 24th, and we're on page 71. 71. It sounds like...
71, no.
Yeah, 71. It's two numbers.
Okay.
71 of the magazine. And the article today is called The Many Benefits of Social Enterprise, and I'm already a convert.
好，那这个中文标题是社会企业不只向前看。好，那这个Angela 说他已经是个 convert。好，这个 convert 就是这个转变信念啊，就是已经相信，已经觉得这东西是好东西的一个人。
Because I feel like on this planet, one of the most important things we can do is take care of other people.
Yeah.
And capitalism as an economic model is not very good at that.
No.
So social enterprise is trying to right the imbalances of capitalism. It's an inadequate tool for that, but at least it's trying to do something.
那为什么呢？因为社会企业这个概念呢，其实可以想办法这个拯救一些或者是调整一些资本主义所带来的问题哈，因为资本主义其实现在大家慢慢看出来了，资本主义是有一些问题的啊，它会创造一些这个极度有钱的人，他可能让整个全球的财富过度的集中在少数几个人身上啊，那所以那些人有钱的不得了，可是其他的人呢啊，这个生活不见得能够因为财富的增加啊，全球财富的增加能够过得多好，就是少数那几个人啊，他们用钱可以支配很多事情，他们可以享受很多事情。那这个其实是某一种的社会不公。
But also besides that, it in the name of efficiency actually is an incredibly inefficient overuse of resources, which causes a lot of people's lives to be in very poor conditions.
Yeah.
And also is overbalancing what our planet can support.
Yeah.
So to be honest, capitalism is always like, we have to be efficient, but they're inefficiently overusing our resources.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, 而且资本主义很强调效率啊，但是呢，在强调效率的时候呢，事实上啊，这个结果反而是很没有效率的过度使用的地球的资源啊，因为他们为了求效率，他们只注意到某些面向事情的某些面向，他们忽略掉当你在求得效率的时候呢，其实在很多其他的方面你失去了效率，而且事实上造成了很多很多的浪费。
So under capitalism, money is the most important thing. And what we really need is an economic system under which human lives, and actually the lives of all the living beings on this planet, are valued and cherished and cared for. And that sounds, I know, that sounds unattainable, and it is unattainable under a system of capitalism, but we can think of a new system, perhaps. I'm sure that many thinkers are already working on this.
Yeah, 而且这个资本主义它显然就造成了一些所谓的不公平或者是一些该照顾的事情没有照顾到，该照顾的人没有照顾到啊，那所以我们要想办法匡正资本主义所带来的一些问题。好，那事实上资本主义这个一切向前看的这个现象呢，其实也造成了一些社会上的问题啊。例如说，其实在学校里面教育也是一样，很多东西有的时候有些学生非常非常棒的学生，他会觉得说我不用念书啊，你看那些没念书的人啊，他只要这个找到赚钱的方法啊，这个他一样可以赚很多很多很多钱啊。那为什么要念书呢？这个像以前苦读啊，现在苦读大家觉得不用读书啊。当然读书有它的局限性，但是这个对于一个人活在世界上，什么样才是一个真正这个值得尊敬，或者是你才能够过得很充实生活的这样一些事情呢？其实很多时候你必须要透过一些读书或者是一些其他方法，而不是只有靠钱就能达到了。
So let's read our article. Working to make the world a better place should be everyone's responsibility. Some companies actually base their entire business model on giving back to the community or tackling larger humanitarian issues. These social enterprises come in many forms, both local and international. Most businesses operate with a financial motive as a way to measure their success, but social enterprises use a different currency, improving the lives or conditions of those in need by organizing action. Co-op living and working spaces, community-owned farms, and environmental organizations are just a few examples of this growing field. From medical care to open access, social enterprises span a large range of goods and services. Although social enterprises are defined in many different ways, The thing they have in common is the ability to recognize a problem and put energy into solving it. These aren't government institutions, though they often work together with the government to solve social issues. Certain trade and ethics laws govern corporate businesses, but social enterprises have to play by a different set of rules altogether. Fair trade practices, employee co-ownership, donations of profits to charities, and a clear mission statement that sets out social or environmental goals are all important parts. Some examples of social enterprise businesses that have managed to thrive include The Big Issue, a publication that employs the homeless, Divine Chocolate, which gives corporate ownership to cocoa farmers in Ghana, Change.org, a website that circulates and submits political petitions, and Eat Cafe, a pay-what-you-want restaurant in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So we're only going halfway through the article today, but that is an interesting set of examples of how social enterprise can work, covering a range of scales, to be honest.
好，那今天我们只是这个前半部的文章哈，但是我们已经谈到了一些社会企业他们可能包含的一些范围或者是这个形式。
Okay, so going back to the beginning of the article, it starts off saying, "Working to make the world a better place should be everyone's responsibility." I am so wholeheartedly behind this statement.
Yeah, 好，所以这个 working 啊，努力做一些事情，要让这个世界更美好 ，make the world a better place 啊，大家要注意这个中英文的习惯哈。中文其实讲说让世界更美好就好了，但是英文你说 make the world better， 好像感觉起来不是没有讲完全啊。所以你英文里面常常会讲 make the world a better place 啊，让这个世界成为一个更好的地方。那你中文讲说让世界成为一个更好的地方就太啰嗦了啊，所以这个中文跟英文在这一点上习惯是不太一样的。所以各位把这个英文这个整个的 chunk 背起来哈 ，to make the world a better place 啊，就是让世界更美好。所以努力让世界更美好，这应该是每一个人的 responsibility 啊。那我觉得这一点其实也是，我觉得这是教育我们要教给下一代啊非常重要的一个概念，就是每一个人都有责任让这个世界更美好。
And some of you might be thinking, well, what has the world ever done for me? If you think about it, everything good that's in your lives now was created by somebody.
Yep.
Also, the bad things that are in your life was created by somebody. That is also true. But all the things that we have that are really beneficial in society are created by people who set it up so that people could live better. Like, you don't have electricity for no reason. You don't have, like, cool electronics for no reason. I mean, some of those reasons were motivated by profit, but some of those reasons were motivated by people trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah. 好，所以有的人会说，那这个世界对我有什么好处呢？啊，或者甚至有的人会说，我为什么要替别人着想？别人有替我着想吗？其实你今天能够问这样的一个问题，就表示已经有很多人为你做了很多的事情了。啊，你如果说没有人帮你这个例如说你吃的东西，你用的电，你用的家具，你这个写东西用的笔，啊，如果没有人做这些东西的话，你根本没有这种东西可以用啊。所以很多人对于你的生活的贡献是你没有想到，是隐形的。啊，你说啊，我衣服脏了我就丢洗衣机，洗衣机要有人做啊。
Yeah.
要那你说你有洗衣机也不行，还要有人做洗衣粉、洗衣精啊。所以你生活里面全部都是靠其他人的努力，所以你这个时候你才会想到说，所以你也应该要尽你的一份力，让其他人的生活过得更好。
And to expand this one step further, it's not like that somebody just had to invent electricity and then, we're cool now. Someone has to actively maintain our current electricity supply.
Yeah.
This is an ongoing, current, active thing that if they stopped doing it, none of us would have electricity. So it's not like someone just has to come up with a thing and then we're good. These things have to be maintained and grown.
Yeah, 而且我们刚刚讲，你这个生活里面的各种便利，不是说有人做出来就好了，还有人继续的维护啊。你说啊，我现在有什么事情，我的手机上网也要有人维护啊，不但有人发明，还有人维护啊。那你说啊，我吃东西，我没关系啊，我家里不吃，我就没有东西吃，我就去外面吃啊。外面吃也要有人开店哈，那他开店也要有东西吃，也有东西来煮。好像前一阵子英国那个炸鸡店发生的就是没有鸡可以炸啊，那很多英国人非常的 miserable， 你就想到说。我们很难想象说，炸鸡店没有鸡可以炸，你会觉得这怎么会发生呢？会发生啊！如果说货运或者是货物的运输，或者是农人他的养鸡场出了什么问题，很可能你就没有地方可以吃炸鸡了。
The fact that our modern world comes up so little upon shortages like that just shows how good people are at maintaining systems, which is much harder than starting up a system.
Yeah, 好，你会发现到说，怎么炸鸡真的就没有鸡可以炸？怎么这种事情会这样发生呢？其实这种事情会发生，就表示之前人们是多少人共同的努力才能够 make sure 炸鸡店有鸡可以炸。
So going back to what our article is saying, it's not just that we're just making a better place and then that's good enough. You know, some companies actually based their entire business model on giving back to the community or tackling larger humanitarian issues. They're not just like, okay, we're going to provide a service and everyone's going to buy it and we're also going to make a ton of money and their real purpose is making money. Their whole purpose is to make something better for people and, by the way, make enough money to keep the whole thing going, which is an entirely different motivation and purpose, to be honest. It's a different paradigm for what you should be doing, what's your priorities in the situation.
Yeah, 所以有一些公司呢 actually 事实上是 base their entire business model 他们整个的营运模式他们的 business model 他们都跟整个营运模式是根据什么呢？根据一个概念，就是要 giving back to the community 要回馈社会或者是他们的整个营运概念是要 tackling 要去处理面对 tackle 就是 to try to deal with something difficult 他们要处理或面对比较大的一些 humanitarian issues 一些大的人道问题那人道问题就大的人道问题包括为什么有些人这个东西吃那个食物过剩一天到晚浪费食物，但是有一些人为什么连基本的食物要吃的东西都没有。
So these social enterprises come in many forms. I would say come at many scales, both local and international.
好，这个 come 当你说某个东西 come in many forms 或者是像 Angela 讲的at many scales 这个各种不同的层级或者是大规模scale 在这里是规模那这个 come 其实你翻译成中文或者相当于中文就是有的意思。所以社会企业这些 social enterprises 有怎么样很多的形式叫做 come in many forms 或者 come at many scales 他们有很多不同的规模那包括怎么样 both local 他们有一些这个在地的一些社会企业也包括 international 有一些国际性的这种社会企业。
As we said, most businesses operate with a financial motive as a way to measure their success. The more money we make, the better we are. But social enterprises use a different currency, a currency just as a measure of exchange. And their measure of exchange is how much have we improved the lives or conditions of those in need by organizing action.
好，那很多的它大多数的这个企业呢 operate 他们的营运是有一个 financial motive 有一个这个盈利的动机财务上面的动机也就是说他们想赚钱的意思好，那 motive 这个字呢很多同学会跟这个 motivation 会搞不清楚其实 motive 它指的是一个 reason the reason that makes somebody do something 而且通常是 this reason is kept hidden 你不会拿出来大肆宣扬说我为了这个做那就不是 motive 所以像企业想要赚钱很少有企业他会一天到晚跟大家讲说我们就是要赚钱我们希望赚很多钱没有所以那个叫做 motive 有一点 hidden 那是他们的 reason 那 motivation 呢通常有那种 eagerness 在里面就你很想做willingness 要做你很想有这个动机你强烈的动机想要去做什么事情那所以这两个字是不一样一个是这个同样是中文叫动机但是 motivation 是一个比较正向比较强烈的一个欲望想要去做某件事情但是 motive 常常是一个 hidden 的一个 reason 所以呢他说很多公司他们是有财务的这种动机那所以他们赚多少钱呢是 as a way to 可以当做一个方法来 measure 来衡量他们的 success 但是呢社会企业他们用的是一个不同的 currency 不同的货币这个 currency 刚刚 Angela 解释得很好就是 a measure of exchange 所以他们的这个贡献或者他们的收益他们不是用金钱来衡量的他们是用不同的一个标准一个 currency 来衡量他们今天到底做了多少事情那他们的 currency 是什么呢他们是要 improving the lives of or conditions of those in need 他们看企业成不成功他们要看他们有没有改善这一些有需要的人 those in need 他们的生活或者是 conditions 这里通常是复数因为它表示人们生活或工作的一个物理环境还有呢他们看同时做的一个事情是 他们怎么样改善人的生活呢？ Organizing action， 他们规划、组织、安排一些活动。
Co-op living and working spaces, community-owned farms, and environmental organizations are just a few examples of this growing field.
好，这个 co-op 就是这个所有权是共同拥有的啊，所以就是这个类似我们讲合作社，就是其实每个人都是老板。那这样的一种 living 生活，还有 working 或者是工作的 spaces 啊，所以有一些生活的空间或者工作的空间呢，其实是大家共同拥有的这样的一种形式，这也是一种社会企业。还有呢 community-owned farms 社区所共同拥有的一些农场，或者是 environmental organizations 一些环保的一些组织，这些只是 just a few examples 只是几个例子。什么例子呢？这一个 growing field 这个发展中的领域，也就是社会企业的一些例子，所以前面讲这些都只是一些举例而已。
From medical care to open access, social enterprises span a large range of goods and services. Medical care, you know, but what is open access? It's a new term which is basically talking about free access and free usage rights of various things. Either could be in publishing, it could be in networks or information, it could be about knowledge. It's a new idea, and so it's still developing. It's an undeveloped term.
Yeah. 好，所以从这个 medical care 就是医疗照护到 open access 就是这个每个人都可以用啊，而且呢每个人都有这个权利去使用，每个人都能够用得到的这样一些东西啊，这是一个很新的概念。它可能是一些科技，可能是一些跟这个出版有关的东西啊，可能是跟电脑，可能是电脑的一个平台等等的。好，所以这些东西呢，都是所谓的 social enterprises。所以 social enterprises 这个社会企业呢 ，span 在这里是 include 的意思 ，extend across， 所以它横跨 a large range of goods and services。所以社会企业它包含了很广泛的那个范围很广的一些货品、商品，还有一些服务。
Although social enterprises are defined in many different ways, the thing they have in common is the ability to recognize a problem and put energy into solving it.
好，虽然社会企业它的定义有很多不同的方法他们被很多方法来定义，不同的方式定义 are defined in many different ways。但是 the thing they have in common， 他们共有的一件事情，共同的一个特点是 the ability to 一个能力要能够 recognize a problem， 他们要先看到一个问题，而且呢 put energy into solving it， 他们呢投入心力来解决这个问题。
These aren't government institutions, though they often work together with the government to solve social issues. So they are private institutions, they're private companies.
这个社会企业呢不是政府的一些机构这个 institutions， 虽然说他们常常会这个跟政府合作 work together with the government 来 solve 来解决一些 social issues 一些这个社会问题。
Certain trade and ethics laws govern corporate businesses. So actually, to be honest, there's a case where an actual corporate business was trying to become a social enterprise, but they were held back by the law in that state. The state actually sued them and forced them to continue prioritizing the money its shareholders made as opposed to the value of its workers. So actually, corporate law is set up such that when you run a corporation, you have to prioritize money, even if you don't want to. It's kind of wild. So that's why it's saying certain trade and ethics laws govern corporate businesses where they actually must prioritize money over anything else, even if they don't want to. But social enterprises have a different set of rules. Sometimes there's a certain kind of social enterprise called a B Corp, B-C-O-R-P, and you can go and Google that to find one example of the different kinds of legal setup that social enterprises play under.
好，所以他说呢，有一些特定的 trade laws 就是这个贸易的法则还有 ethic laws 一些道德的法则，它会来 govern 它就是这个会管制所谓的一般的企业 corporate businesses 也就是说一般的企业它基本上是要以盈利为目的的。像刚刚 Angela 老师讲说，有一家这个一般的企业，它想要转型成为社会企业，但是法律规定它不可以，因为你是一般企业，你必须要顾及到你的投资人、你的股东他们的这个商业利益是有法规的。
that case happened in New Hampshire in the U.S.
在这个美国的 New Hampshire 这个州所发生的一件事情。但是呢，这个 social enterprises 这些社会企业呢，他们 have to play 就是运作 ，play 在这里不是玩耍，是运作的意思。 play by a different set of rules， 他们的运作规则是完全不同的 ，altogether 就是完全的意思，所以他们的运作的法则是完全不同的，跟一般企业不一样。
So we mentioned a different set of rules, and the next sentence kind of enumerates the concepts behind those rules. So one concept is fair trade practices, which is making sure that everybody who's involved in the transactions get a fair deal. Another thing is employee co-ownership, which is another way of making sure that all parties involved in production get a fair deal. Then there's another level which is more simple, which is just donating profits to charities, which a lot of regular corporations actually do for tax write-offs. So I'm not quite sure how that is a social enterprise thing. But anyways, the last thing is a clear mission statement. And this mission statement is something where they say, this is what we're going to do. And so they, in their mission statement, set out social or environmental goals. So all of these concepts are important parts of what makes an enterprise a social enterprise.
所以这个包括他们这种社会企业的法则，包括什么呢？首先有公平贸易，fair trade 的这种 practices 这种做法啊，然后呢还有员工 employee 的这个 co-ownership 员工共享的所有权啊，然后呢他们要捐赠给这个 charities 要慈善的这个捐赠。同时他们要有一个 clear 很清楚明确的一个 mission statement， 一个任务的叙述，告诉大家说我们的法则、我们的原则、我们的追求的目标是什么东西所以他说这个 statement 会 sets out 就是 explain 他们要解释要说明他们的 social goals， 他们在社会上会有什么样的目标，还有 environmental goals， 他们在环保上有什么目标那这些都是 important parts， 都是很重要的社会企业的一部分。
So some examples of social enterprise businesses that have managed to thrive. Thrive doesn't just mean survive. Thrive means do well. And these doing well social enterprise businesses include The Big Issue, which you can actually buy on the streets of Taipei. And it's a really awesome concept. They publish at cost and they sell to homeless people, and the homeless people get to keep 100% of the profits of the things that they sell. So instead of homeless people begging for money, they can give you something of value and then they can earn money. And this is a fantastic thing. So every time you buy a Big Issue, you know that the money that you're giving to that person is 100% helping that person. And you get a cool magazine as well. Then there's Divine Chocolate, which honestly I haven't heard of, so this is something you should Google if you're interested. And what they do is they give corporate ownership to cocoa farmers in Ghana. And then there's Change.org, which has become hugely used recently because the United States has a lot of protesting going on considering our recent political issues. And so this is a website that circulates and submits political petitions. But I didn't realize they were considered a social organization, a social enterprise. So now I'm going to go Google that myself. And then finally, there's Eat Cafe, which is a pay-what-you-want restaurant in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we're going to talk more about that in the second half of the article tomorrow.
好，所以有一些例子这个社会企业呢，他们 have managed to thrive 就是很成功、很繁盛那所以举一些例子，一些成功的社会企业，包括 The Big Issue。那这是一个这个 publication， 一个出版物呢，它这个聘雇的都是无家可归的人那这个各位在台北街头都看得到那这个你买的话呢，这个钱呢，东西是公司出的，但是买的这个钱，他就是卖的这个无家可归的人，他可以把这个钱变成他的收入等于让他们自己赚钱。然后呢，包括这 Divine Chocolate 这种巧克力呢，它是给这个加纳的这些可可农民公司的所有权所以这个是共享的。然后呢 Change.org 它是一个散发或者是这个 submits 递交政治请愿书的一个网站那还有这个 Eat Cafe。这是位于这个宾州的费城它是随客人付费的一个餐厅pay what you want， 你想付多少就付多少。那这个是我们明天的文章的一个重点所以我们明天就会知道是怎么回事。
So with that, let's see you tomorrow for more Ivy League Analytical English. Until then, bye-bye.